Mother Teresa, Dr. Seuss, Gandhi. Is it possible these enlightened historical figures were total scumbags? That's what we try to decide in Scumbags of History, where we pick through the dirty underwear pile of the lesser-known facts about some of the famous people society has put on a pedestal. We're your host, confirmed scumbags, Brittany Schmitt.
With Mateen Stewart.
Let's get started.
Yeah, bitches.
I'm talking about scumbags of history. Talking about these people suck ass. They were pieces of shit. They still pieces of shit. Scumbags of history. Scumbags of history.
Today we're talking about Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
Smartest dude ever.
Yeah.
How could he possibly be a scumbag?
I don't know. I'm sure you're going to tell me, but.
Yeah. Let's just say the only thing that got him more excited than the theory of relativity was the theory of banging his relatives.
I guess that is relative.
Yeah. Okay, tell me what you know about Einstein.
Albert Einstein, I know he is a scientist. He came up with the E equals MC squared.
Mm-hmm. What does E stand for?
I think E is energy,
What's M?
motion.
Nope.
What's the M?
Matter.
Matter. And C is
Coming.
coming.
Oh, wait,
No. Coming and going. Coming and going.
Yeah.
But it has energy is always coming and going.
Yeah.
So matter. So what is it? Is energy equals matter times what's the C squared?
You're asking the wrong person.
Well,
Circumference?
circumference.
No. We've got...
We have to figure out.
We
What's the C squared.
don't know.
All right, let's see what the C squared is.
Well, I don't know.
E equals
Energy equals matter and... What is the C? Right there. The speed of light.
speed of light. Okay.
Speed... Well, that's not C. C for speed of
C
light.
Speed of light.
It should be an S.
So E equals MC squared. So E equals
Listen.
matter times.
Listen. This is...
He's already a scumbag because I don't know what the hell this means.
I don't like it. I don't understand it.
Did he? And I think he had something to do with the atomic bomb.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
And he's
Okay.
German.
Yeah, so he was born in Germany in 1879.
Okay.
Albert Einstein was a theoretical physicist and arguably the most influential scientist of the 20th century,
Yeah.
with focuses ranging from quantum physics to gravity and motion.
Mm.
A notoriously bad student who loved skipping classes, he'd go on to change physics
Yeah.
and our conception of outer space forever. After a few of his groundbreaking papers captivated the scientific community, he achieved global fame and gave worldwide lecture tours.
So he was a bad student.
He was a bad student. He didn't go to class. But then, wasn't what's his name a really bad student too? The guy who
Who?
the guy who couldn't really talk or walk or he
Oh,
lost.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
I mean, he could talk and walk.
Well-
And he wasn't. Eventually, he had a degenerative disease that allowed him not to. But I know he was a good student.
Oh, was he?
Well, in the movie, he was.
Oh,
a
yeah,
good
he went to
student. Yeah, he went to
Oxford.
Oxford.
Well,
and,
maybe he couldn't be a good student because he had to he stayed in bed.
Then no, because he had eventually.
Because he was stuck.
Yes. Also, that should be another episode.
Stephen Hawking?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because we need to do Stephen Hawking because he was also a scumbag.
No, he wasn't. He just got his nuts off.
No, he cheated on his wife.
Yeah,
like
that's-
when he was like
Getting his rocks off.
when he's like invalid.
Yeah. Good for him. I mean, good
I
for him.
want to divorce you.
I'm fucking the nanny. Okay, back to Einstein.
Einstein, the physicist who was a bad student.
In 1921, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for Physics, specifically for his finding on the photoelectric effect. He's arguably the most famous for his equation, E equals MC squared, which basically just means that energy and matter, are different versions of the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
That
so
sounds
then
a
why
lot.
why do we need an equation for that?
I guess he had to figure it out.
Whatever. The perfect image of an absent-minded, brilliant professor. His name has become synonymous with genius, Kanye, and he's considered the most modern scientific celebrity.
So he is the boss scientist, the top notch scientist. When you think of science, you think of Albert Einstein. I think he's the most like. A lot of these people that we're talking about have also been on episodes of Animaniacs.
But why? Okay, but when you think of math, who do you think of?
Albert Einstein.
So what's the difference between science and math?
Math and science are some of the same things. I don't think you can have science without math.
Yeah.
But you can you have math without science?
Probably.
But yeah, when I think of smart person, you're like,
Albert Einstein.
Yeah, you're. Oh, look at this fucking Einstein over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm no Einstein.
Right.
But for him to be a bad student and then do all this, did he go to college? Did he?
Well, who knows? Was there even college back then?
There was college back then. Yes.
How could you be sure?
He probably had some savantism.
What the fuck did you just say? Savantism.
I just had a stroke.
Savantism.
He probably had some savantism.
Yeah.
He was a savant to be able to come up with that equation. Because before that, no one knew what that meant.
If it's just saying that energy and matter are different versions of the same thing, did really nobody know that?
No. Until E equals MC squared.
Okay, whatever. All right.
I just think of all the dumb people that have that tattooed on them and they have no clue what it means.
Should we get it tattooed on us?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dumb person.
We've established that.
Okay, well, here's what you don't know about Albert Einstein.
What don't I know?
Let me tell you.
Wait.
He was unable to land a teaching job after earning his degree at Zurich Polytechnic. So
he did go to college
okay, there
in
you
Zurich,
go.
in Germany, Zurich.
He blamed a mathematics teacher who famously disliked him, yet whom this genius apparently had asked to write a letter of recommendation. Finally, desperate, a friend helped him get a gig as a clerk at a Swiss patent office. During his years there, he pretty much had all of the most influential discoveries. This included in 1905 his so-called miracle year when he published 4 groundbreaking physics papers.
So he published these papers, and it changed
While he was
physics?
at a patent office.
Okay.
Do you think he just stole them?
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past people, but I mean,
If I worked at a patent office and I saw all these good ideas coming in, I was like, that's mine.
Yeah, I mean, everyone stole ideas. Thomas Edison stole all his shit from everybody else.
I don't know what he did either.
Thomas Edison?
Yeah.
He stole shit. He did a lot.
Wasn't he electricity?
He was electricity guy, but he stole all his things. He stole the filament for the inside. There was a guy named Lewis Latimer, a black dude, who came up with that. And he was like, "Oh, this is mine." Why you roll your eyes when I say a black dude? Anytime I mention that I'm black, I go, "Oh, here he goes with these black people."
Yes.
Black History Month, Mateen.
Always February Mateen.
I know, man. It's every day is Black History Month. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if Albert Einstein, if he stole anything per se, but he had a lot of patents. Obviously, that's what you said, right?
Yeah. So his papers were ignored at first until physicist Mark Planck.
That's a hell of a name.
Planck. I don't know how to say that. Planck, who founded quantum physicists.
Quantum physics.
I am not smart enough to do this. Okay, his papers were ignored at first until physicist Mark Planck, who had founded quantum physics, decided the guy was legit. That's when his celebrity took off. He was an outspoken pacifist during World War I. What's a pacifist?
So a pacifist is a person that doesn't want to fight.
Yeah,
war.
it's like, let's not do this. Let's talk it out.
Like peace.
Yeah, it's like a therapist. Okay. After the war, when radical students at the University of Berlin took professors and the college rector hostage, Albert Einstein was one of 2 professors to broker a peace deal. As the Nazis rose to power, Einstein, a Jew, became a public enemy. Other scientists were enlisted to denounce him, and eventually, in 1932, Einstein left Germany behind for good.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't want to get killed.
Well, that's got to be a confusing thing. If you're like German and Jewish.
Yeah, I mean,
you're like, which one am I more?
Yeah, I mean, but if they want to kill you.
Well, I know, but that's confusing is what I'm saying.
I mean, his name, he couldn't change his name. I mean, he could have, but he didn't. Because if you see the Stein, they assume that you're Jewish.
Right.
So he had to get out of there.
Right.
Where did he move to after he left?
I don't know. Einstein's E equals MC squared was essential to the creation of the atomic bomb. At the urging of
See, I was right. I knew that.
physicist Leo Szilard, Einstein's E equals MC squared was essential to the creation of the atomic bomb.
Boom.
At the urging of physicist Leo Szilard, Einstein, a longtime pacifist, signed a letter urging FDR to create such an atom bomb. After the bomb was dropped over Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah,
That
Nagasaki.
feels like a word that Mateen should say.
I know, Nagasaki.
Einstein formed the Emergency Committee of Atomic Scientists to control the spread of nuclear bombs.
So this guy did not want to fight wars, but he was like, yo,
I got the bomb.
I got the bomb to stop it.
I got the bomb to end all
Yeah,
bombs.
I'm going to have this bomb that's going to kill millions of people.
It's like drop it in Japan.
Drop it in Japan. I mean, it did stop. They didn't drop it in. You know why they didn't drop it in Europe? Because there's other countries around Europe.
No shit.
They dropped it in Japan because there's nothing.
But I
around
mean,
Japan.
no, I feel like Germany was pretty bombed out during the war.
But
'Cause
not
when you go there
atomic bomb.
now, Germany's
no.
still kind of bleak looking. And they're like, yeah, we kind of
but
lost
like
everything.
the atomic bomb, like it affected those people so. I mean, people are still feeling the effects of that.
Oh,
In
really?
the water and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
an atom bomb. It's a nuclear weapon.
Yeah. Welcome back. We've established that Einstein had a beautiful mind, but he may have been a genius, but Einstein never figured out how to keep it in his pants.
Oh wow. Okay. Here's where the good stuff is. This is the
Uh-huh.
scumbaggery. Let's hear all this scumbaggery.
This is where I can start to relate to Einstein.
Okay.
This is my theory of relativity to
Yeah,
Einstein.
this is your
Yeah.
relative hoativity.
Yeah, hotivity. Let's back it up.
Yes.
Back
Bang.
that ass up. Okay, his first wife, Melvia Merrick, was a fellow university student in physics,
Mm-hmm.
the only woman at the time. She was an excellent student, beating him out in applied physics. Still, a sexist teacher failed her in final exams, denying her a degree. Welcome to being a
woman
Yeah.
In the early 1900s.
Or now. Just
Yeah.
not much has changed.
Oh, this bitch is smart. I was fail
no,
her.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like the only? I mean, I guess it's sort of like being a woman in comedy, where like you're in a room, and it's just you and a bunch of dudes, and no one thinks that you're good.
Wow, Machine. Tell
Oh,
me
my
how you
bad.
really feel. No,
I don't know. I've never
it's
been
not
a woman.
that. No, of course you haven't been a woman.
Yeah.
It's not that no one thinks you're good. It's just everyone. You start from such a deficit.
Yeah.
You might prove them wrong quickly, but even then they won't acknowledge it.
No, because
so.
even if they think you're good, they can't even admit that you're
No.
good, because it would just
No.
hurt their ego.
Right.
So she's a scientist, and she's dealing with this like
In
these
what, like the 1900s?
early 1900s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you aren't even supposed to be talking yet. Why are you?
Yeah.
In the
Is she,
science
how
class.
far away is she from voting?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Eons away from voting.
because 1920, that's when they were allowed to vote. Women were
Where-
in
where?
America.
In
But yeah, I don't know
America.
if they can vote in Germany.
Germany was, I think, under a little more.
Yeah, a little more stricter reign.
A little strict.
Especially, oh yeah, because that was like after World War One. So,
Right.
Melva.
Okay. She was heavily involved in Einstein's work to the point where some speculate she had at least a hand in some of his discoveries.
I'm sure she had a hand somewhere.
In 1900, they submitted an article on capillarity under only Einstein's name, though they referred to it constantly as their article. Biographers of Merrick suggested that she either wanted Albert to make a name for himself so he would finally get a job, because he's a fucking bum, while others think she feared having a woman's name. He feared having a woman's name on the manuscript would have hurt it at the time.
It'll make it worse. So women were able to vote in Germany in 1918.
1918. Okay, yeah, so she's 18 years away from voting, and she's in a fucking lab.
Yeah,
Two-stepping in a lab.
yeah. Probably doing all his work, and he's
She
getting all the
probably
credit.
discovered all this shit, and
Yeah.
then he just put his name on it and fucked bitches.
Yeah,
I think that's probably what happened.
yeah.
Talking about his famous work in special relativity in 1901, Einstein wrote, "How happy and proud I will be when the two of us together will have brought our work on relative motion to a victorious conclusion.
So he said that out loud in public, or he just told her that?
Allegedly.
Okay.
I mean, what sort of proof do we have?
Yeah, like he's like, yeah, me and this.
She wrote it in her diary.
Yeah.
She's like, today Einstein said. At the very least, according to the New York Times, she looked up scientific data for Einstein's suggested proofs, checked his calculations, and copied notes and manuscripts. So the New York Times is like, at the very least, she's an administrative assistant.
Yeah. At the very least, his secretary, who did all the work.
Yeah. Albert once declared, I need my wife. She solves for me all my mathematical problems.
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems like maybe.
He's saying that. And
according to who? According to who?
But I'm just saying, like, he's saying that she's pretty much doing his work.
Right. Yeah, of course. Despite her talent, she essentially put aside her career to help him, to raise his children, and to keep house. He never gave her any formal or informal credit or thanks publicly.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there it is right there. He never said that to her publicly.
Yeah, no. Okay. And how else did he repay her devotion? By starting an affair with his cousin.
His cousin. Oh.
Elsa Einstein in 1912. To be clear, they were related on both parents' sides.
So they're double related. They're
yeah,
double cousins.
dipping.
So everyone's fucking their cousin in this situation.
Yeah. Their fathers were cousins and their mothers were sisters.
Oh my God. That's why he's so good at fucking math. He had to figure out that equation of how he's related. That is insane.
My cousin twice removed is my wife.
Yeah.
He wrote to Elsa that Merrick was an unfriendly, humorless creature. That's his wife. So to his cousin, he says about his wife.
His wife, who was doing all of his work
keeping the home, doing everything.
Delivering his children.
Winning a Nobel Peace Prize for him.
Yes.
And she is
doing humorless
all the work. And unfriendly. I treat my wife as an employee whom I cannot fire. I have my own bedroom and avoid being alone with her. When he and Merrick attempted to patch together their marriage for the children's sake, Einstein took an interesting tack. He wrote in a letter his conditions, which included, A, you will see to it that 1, my clothes and linen are kept in order, 2, that I am served 3 regular meals a day in my room, and then also you will renounce all personal relations with me except when those are required to keep up social appearances. Oh, also, you will expect no affection from me. You must leave my bedroom or study at once without protesting when I ask you to. What did he offer back? He wrote, in return, I assure you of proper comportment on my part, such as I would exercise to any woman as a stranger.
So he said he would treat her
like a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The behavior, he's going to treat you like a basic bitch.
Not even that, a fucking stranger.
A stranger. So he said, first, wash
my clothes.
Wash my clothes. Fold them.
Feed me.
3 meals a day.
Let me fuck my cousin.
Don't talk to me.
Don't pipe up.
Don't
pipe up. Fucking my cousin.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
If you nuck, I will buck. And then he was like, I'll keep social. I'll keep it like cool in public. But when we're here at the house, I'm going to treat you like a fucking stranger.
Yeah.
He wrote this in a letter.
This is a love letter.
Yes.
And then he signed it E = MC2.
Her equation that she probably came up with.
Yeah.
And was she cool with this?
No, they finally divorced in 1919. So a year after she got the right to vote.
Yeah.
She's like,
he's like, she got some rights. Yeah. This bitch got to get out of here, man.
On the condition that if Einstein ever won the Nobel Prize, she would receive the money. Meaning she fucking did all the work.
She did the work. There it is right there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
For years.
So she later had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, of course. Because he won the Nobel Prize.
And then didn't give her the money.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Okay, apparently when Einstein wrote a will leaving the Nobel Prize money to his sons, Merrick got angry and threatened to reveal her part in his work, which is all
everything.
Of it. Yeah. She's like, I was doing all the work and sucking all the dick.
And getting none of the credit.
Getting none of it. Okay.
His comportment was not that of someone who did that.
He wrote her in 1925, you made me laugh when you started threatening me with your recollections. When someone is completely insignificant, there's nothing else to say to this person but to remain modest and silent. This is what I advise you to do.
He's just writing letters.
Brutal.
This is
You made me
insane.
when someone is completely insignificant.
Yes, he's like, you little bitch, you
You
did
little
nothing.
bitch.
And if you don't shut up, I'm gonna make you shut up.
Stupid ass bitch.
I know.
I'm fucking with
You can't fuck with you.
It's the big
Dog,
shot.
this is
The
he's
big
like,
shot of 1919.
oh my god, this man is just who got all this stuff from this woman who probably did all this work. Who, of course, she had to have done the work for him to be like, all right, well, if I do win the Nobel Peace Prize, I'll give you the money.
Because you did everything.
Because you did everything. Because if she didn't, he would just be like, yo,
No, it's my money.
Yeah, get the fuck outta here.
It's my.
So he had to pacify her with that for her to
And
like.
then he still juked her.
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. Dude, my God,
She
dude.
has a nervous breakdown, and he's like, emotional women.
I know,
right?
stop.
Women, bitches
Are you on
be
your
crazy.
period?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bitches be crazy.
Bitches
Am I
be
right?
crazy, man. And then he's like, yo, you need to chill out or I'm a expose you.
Right.
But he has nothing to expose her with because she did all the work.
Well, she said she was going to expose him.
Oh.
He didn't say he was. That's why he's saying she was so insignificant.
Oh, well, he was telling her to like,
yeah, he
chill,
was telling
chill,
her.
chill.
Yeah. Okay,
He-
so after the divorce, Albert eventually married dear cousin Elsa.
Oh, so the whole time he was married,
He's fucking
he's
his
fucking
cousin.
his cousin.
Mhm.
And then he divorced,
And then marries his cousin.
marries his cousin.
Though not without some conflict. See, Albert had become close with Elsa's daughter, Elise, who worked as his secretary. Very close. Oh no! Now he's gonna cheat on his cousin with the
With his second
cousin. Yeah. Okay. In fact, according to a letter, Ilse. What do we suppose this name is? ILSE. Ilse.
Else.
Ilse.
Else.
Elsa. ELSA is the mom. Ilse.
Else is the daughter.
Ilse
Yeah.
is the daughter. Okay. Sent her good friend with the words at the top, please destroy this letter immediately after reading it. Obviously, she didn't do that because
Yeah, you gotta keep receipts, bro.
hundreds of years
Yeah.
later, I'm reading it now.
Yeah.
And it Ilse said that one morning, a bad joke had escalated into Einstein's declaring his love for her and proposing he marry her instead of her mom. Oh, also, Ilse said her mom had indicated that she would bless the marriage if that is what would make everyone happiest.
Oh my God.
What is up with these tree people?
Childhood trauma.
Ilse wrote the very normal words, Albert himself is refusing to take any decision. He is prepared to marry either Mama or me. What
Dude,
a hero.
This is reality TV at its best without even a television.
Can we just also take a moment to remember what a troll Albert Einstein
Yes,
was?
he was a troll.
He was an ugly
He
ass
was a goofy
motherfucker.
troll with his.
He looked like an electrocuted troll doll.
Yes, he did look like a troll.
And
I think it was like the basis of what trolls were based off.
Yeah, he's just ravaging his family tree.
That big
with
big
this-
stupid mustache. You know it smelled bad too.
Ugh. You know all of him
Ugh.
smelled bad. Eventually, Einstein married Elsa, the mom.
Mm-hmm. So he married the mom. And he did marry the daughter.
Mostly he grumbled because their shared family insisted. Their shared, like,
All their family's like, hey,
hey,
Albert,
Albert.
if you
Not the 12-year-old.
not the 12-year-old, just not the 12-year-old.
Albert.
Marry the mom. You know,
We don't want to discredit all the great work that your
you've
ex-wife did.
Yeah.
Oh my
God
God.
damn, man. So he married the mom.
Yeah, but it quickly became a marriage of convenience as he started a passionate affair with his secretary, Betty Newman. New bitch.
No.
He wrote Newman sexy letters.
This
Imagine
dude is
just-
writing letters. He is a writing fool, man.
He's just E equals MC squared all over
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
Dreaming about her moving in with him and Elsa. What a dream.
So he's trying to like get it in
Yeah.
and have multiple wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the mid 1920 and 1933, he had at least 4 mistresses who he vacationed with, took to concerts, etc. Honestly, that sounds like a good time.
With Albert
as long
Einstein?
as it's not your wife's kid.
Yeah. So that's where the line is drawn. Your wife's kid.
Just stop picking out of the family tree.
Yeah, at least he's outside of the family tree.
Right. Well, I don't actually know that he is.
No,
I'm
it just says 4 mistresses.
Yeah. Okay, when Elsa found out Albert had cheated with her friend Ethel,
So he's keeping it close to the vest.
yeah, well, you got to think they don't even have phones yet.
No
How's
phones.
he going to find a bitch?
Yeah, I guess you gotta go where they go.
He's got to
Yeah.
be at the dinner table.
You gotta like who like you. Who at the table today? You about to get some of this Einstein dick.
Albert went full gaslight mode, saying one should do what one enjoys and won't harm anyone else. That's not gaslighting. That's just true.
Yeah. He said
Gaslighting is saying like, I didn't do that, you crazy bitch.
Yeah. So he said one should do what one enjoys if it doesn't hurt anybody else.
Yeah.
But he's clearly hurting other people.
And I bet he has like gonorrhea.
Yeah,
too.
or something.
No, didn't he die of syphilis? Wait, no,
No, you're thinking of Al Capone. Not Albert Einstein.
No, I think Albert Einstein had an STD. Can we get that on the horn? I'm pretty sure that.
Did Albert Einstein have an STD?
Didn't everyone have an STD?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, pretty much everyone now has herpes. He died of an aneurysm, but, we're not... Look at how fucking ugly he is. We're not ruling out syphilis just because it wasn't...
Because it's not documented.
Just because it's not documented.
Because no one's wearing condoms back then.
Right. What did they even have condoms?
So this is syphilis caused
Einstein's deadly or aortic aneurysm. Yes, syphilis.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I fucking told you.
I know.
That dirty dog.
You dirty dog.
That was like back when syphilis made you go cuckoo beans.
Yeah, so syphilis.
Because if it gets up to your brains, it makes you crazy.
So it got through his heart.
Yeah, so it didn't quite make it to the brain. It was on its way up there.
Yeah, his cold, dead heart. His cold heart. Syphilis. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So he got it from fucking all these women.
All of his cousins.
All his cousins. It was spread. He spread it out to a lot of people.
Of course, anyone who came to dinner
Mm-hmm.
got his syphilis.
No, you don't hear the Einstein.
Oh yeah, Einstein died out because it was just a group of cousins.
Cousins, yeah, and they all died.
I've never met an Einstein.
I've never met Einstein. I met a lot of Steins, but not Einstein.
Huh? Are there any Einsteins left? Can we see? Are there any descendants of Einstein left?
If there are any descendants of Albert
They're just going to be like hill people.
I know.
They're going to be like the hills have eyes. Okay, so anyway, he got caught cheating with Ethel. He also gaslit his wife's daughter, Margot, who would help soothe her mother when Einstein's philandering upset her. He wrote, "This time I'm writing you because you are the most reasonable member of the family. The poor mother, Elsa, is already completely mashug," which is Yiddish for crazy or senseless.
So he went on to the other daughter.
Apparently there's another daughter,
yeah,
not Ilse.
So he's like trying to like groom her as well.
I think he's trying to finesse her. Being
Einstein
like, you're the only one with any sense in this family.
Einstein definitely would have been on Epstein Island.
Yeah.
He definitely would have
He's
been
like,
there.
you're the only one I haven't fucked in this family.
Oh, wow.
So, okay. Then he proceeded to blame the woman he was cheating with for chasing him. He finished by assuring Margot that of all the dames, I am in fact only... dames. I am in fact attached only to Mrs. L, who is absolutely harmless and decent. And even with this, there is no danger to the divine world order. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Albert Einstein? Who are you, man?
At this point, he has syphilis.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's gone to. It definitely went to his brain.
Yeah.
He is just spitting this game.
It actually passed his heart, went to his brain,
it
and
went
then came
back
down
down
and killed him.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
He's just making shit up at this point. Just trying to.
But imagine, like, you think back in the day, there's not that much celebrity, and he's like one of the
he is a celebrity. Yeah,
one of the most famous people. He's like, of course. He's like, I didn't sit in a lab with that wench to not get.
I didn't steal this lady's ideas to not get more pussy from it.
Not get my dick
I
sucked
know.
by my cousins.
Hey man, if you come up with E equals MC squared, your cousins at least have to put their mouth on you. Somehow.
Right. Everyone has
I
to.
know.
Everyone's owed that.
Yeah, because he's like a star. He's like a star. Yeah.
He's fucking Science's Kanye.
Yeah. He is.
Okay.
He's just doing what he wants.
To another female friend who complained about her husband's infidelity. Oh, everyone's just complaining about Einstein. He's like, he's complaining
oh
as
my
hoes.
God.
Yeah.
My husband, like, come here, baby.
He urged her to let it go, writing, "You should be able to respond to his sins with a smile and not make a case of war out of it." Honestly, he's basically just saying,
just
smile,
bitch.
bitch.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
Shut up, bitch, swallow.
Swallow. That's exactly
Shut up,
what he
bitch,
said.
goggle.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying, man. Just like, yo, chill out.
Yeah.
Let the man be a man. You shut up. Just
Okay.
take it and smile. Smile.
Oh, man. Yeah.
We always
That's
tell
like,
women to
Einstein's the OG of telling women to smile.
Yeah.
He's like, why don't you, instead of being mad that I'm being unfaithful,
Yeah.
why don't you smile?
Yes, just smile. Smile through the pain.
Yeah.
Smile
you
through
should
the
be
syphilis.
happy that you know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people have guys told you to smile before?
Of course.
Really?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I never told a woman you should smile.
I bet you have.
No, I haven't. I've never been like, why aren't you smiling? That doesn't even seem like a thing. Because I've seen it done before.
Oh my God. I used to get it all the time in church on Sunday when I was just scowling.
Oh, yeah, because you were in
Like,
church.
They were like, why don't you smile? And I'm like, why don't you get the fuck out of my face, Father Bob?
Yeah, Father Bob.
Father Bob.
Yeah, I don't know. I never been one of those guys. I've never had like.
I never thought someone should smile. I'm just like, not a lot of great shit's going on. So I don't know why anyone would be smiling. I think people that are smiling can't be trusted.
Like, I don't know. I've never been much of a cat caller. I've never had like, because I never thought it could work.
Yeah, it wouldn't for you, I bet.
No, I don't have that. I don't have like gas station game.
No.
I don't have that
No.
that Albert Einstein game.
No.
No, you had to like, yeah.
You
I don't
gotta
get
be
it.
like in line with the girl somewhere and be like, do you know what black person invented that
I know.
soda? Did you know that black people invented soda?
Yes, here you. Can I get a whiskey ginger? Well, the ginger root was made from slaves.
My uncle
made
Ned.
the soda. It was called sarsaparilla, and then
Yeah.
No, but smile.
Yeah.
Just take it and smile. I've never told a woman to smile.
Okay, well, despite doing literally whatever he wanted throughout both of his marriages, by 1952, as he reflected on his life and ailing health, he saw himself as a sort of survivor, writing, I am doing fairly well in that I am the triumphant survivor of the Nazi period and 2 wives.
He survived. Okay, all right.
That's
So let's
funny.
recap this. This man, in the twilight of his life, said, "Yo, I'm a survivor. I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna stop it." He said, "I survived the Nazis and
my
having
2
2 wives." Like
Like, boom, boom.
boom, boom, back to back.
Yeah.
He survived. First, one wife was the wife that pretty much did all of his work.
Right.
The second wife was his cousin. Who
Right.
he's fucking her daughter
Right.
and had to decide, like an
Which
episode
one
of
am
The
I gonna-
Bachelor.
Yeah.
He gave her the rose, married her, and then continuously cheated on her
Mm-hmm.
with more cousins and like other mistresses. And he was like, I survived that.
He's like, but what's going to take me out is syphilis.
Yeah, from fucking so much.
Yeah, he's like, my dick is going to take me out. Okay, he was also a neglectful father, leaving his son in a Swiss mental institution and not visiting him for 30 years.
30 years.
30 years. That's his whole life back then.
Yeah.
Like back then,
Yeah,
that's a life
30
expectancy,
years not
isn't
visiting
it?
your son?
Yeah. After his ex-wife Merrick died, instead of being there for his son, he decided he plain wished the guy had never been born, writing, the worst is that, I like that he just writes everything
Yeah,
down.
right. He's just writing it.
Yeah.
He would have killed on Twitter.
Yeah. It would have been so good. The worst is that Edward is there alone without a caring hand, which, you could care. You
Yeah.
could be there. In his wretched condition, if only I had known he would have never come into this world, which is saying what?
I wish you were never born. And if I knew you were going to be this,
I would have pushed your mom down the stairs. Yeah. His political activism also looks a bit suspect in retrospect. While he attended anti-war meetings during World War I and was seen as a notable pacifist figure, he simultaneously was a consultant for a submarine maker.
Yeah. That's how they all are.
And also attempted to design a military airplane. In his writing, he showed a profound detachment toward the war, saying that it wasn't affecting his life and showing disdain for those who were involved, writing, why shouldn't one let the servants live happily in the madhouse?
So he was like preaching one thing and doing the other.
Yeah.
So he's
I
like,
think that's the vibe I'm getting from a lot of people during the war, though.
yeah, but also he's probably just getting paid millions
Out
of dollars.
the ass.
So he's like, oh, I don't want war, but
But here's the atomic bomb.
here's the atomic bomb to stop the war.
I don't want war, but here's the way to end the war
let
and
me
also mankind.
Make some submarines
right.
and make some warplanes, but I'm anti-war. I mean, anytime you have someone that's like too gung-ho about something, they're always the opposite.
Yeah, they're always secretly doing
Yeah.
shady shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, scumbag score.
Scumbag
So
score.
0 to 100 based strictly on Einstein's scumbaggery. Where do you put him?
Where do I put Albert Einstein? So I just want to say I didn't know any of this stuff about him.
I still don't know anything.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I knew about E equals MC squared. I knew about E equal MC squared, but I didn't know anything about the actual man Albert Einstein. So he did a lot of good for the world.
Did he though, or was it his ex-wife?
Well, that's true. That is true. So
Because it's like, did they come out with one lit equation that actually was his ex-wife
Yeah.
that he took all the
he
credit
took
for?
all the, yeah.
And
'Cause
then he just got syphilis and gave it to all
Everybody,
of his cousins.
his family.
Yeah.
I think for me, yeah, the fact that he offered her the money for the work if he got the Nobel Peace Prize, he knew that it was so good that he was going to get it, and then he didn't give her the money, and then all the fucking the cousins. Let's see, I'm gonna go like 77.
Oh, that's low.
Yeah,
That's lower than, because I see no redeeming qualities in this guy.
yeah.
I see somebody who's just giving his family syphilis, stealing his ex-wife's ideas, telling everyone who's offended by the fact that he's unfaithful that they need to smile
through it.
Like, I would say his scumbag score is high as fuck. Because pacifist,
Here's this.
take out Japan. Like, we don't need Japan. Yeah.
Here's this
He's like,
bitch
bring
bomb.
FDR. He's like, it's Einstein.
Yo, FDR.
Yeah.
Y'all should kill these Japanese
Yeah.
people.
I mean, I will say it's a tricky spot to be a German Jew.
Well,
Obviously, you have to
He did
figure
survive
out-
the Nazis.
right,
and two wives.
which I don't know which is harder. I'm going to go higher on this scale, and I'm going to say he's like 92.
92. Whoa.
I don't see a single. He's also ugly. Like, what?
So, okay, here's the thing about that. If he was hot, he would at least been like he would have got a little curve for that. He
Yeah,
wouldn't have been such a
because
scumbag.
hot people get curves.
Yeah, hot people do get curves. They
But
do.
he's
Yes.
not
He's not
hot.
hot. No.
He looks like an electrocuted fucking rat.
He looks like a rat.
Factoring in his legacy, does the good outweigh the bad? Does completely changing the future of science excuse nearly romantically ditching your cousin for her daughter?
No.
No, I think he sucks.
He's still a scumbag.
Yeah, he's
a
an
scumbag.
absolute scumbag.
He is a scumbag.
I mean, listen, we're all scumbags. We all cheat. We all do dumb shit. But
I mean,
this shit's
yeah.
a lot.
This is a lot.
Also,
And to die of syphilis, that's pretty scumbag.
I mean, they didn't even have that on the sheet. I just knew that. I just remember that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember he was dicking down and
Yeah.
it caught up to him.
To his heart.
Yeah.
Went to his heart. He died from his heart. His cold heart gave out on him.
Cold heart. Okay. Question for the fans. Does monogamy make scumbags of us all? Ever made a shitty ultimatum to your partner?
I've never made a shitty ultimatum to my partner. Have you? What's shitty though?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm such a piece of shit that I've never really made ultimatums. I usually just leave.
Yeah, I don't like ultimatums.
Yeah, because I'm like, you don't need to change yourself. This is just not, I'll just get out of here.
Yeah, because a lot of times people don't realize they try to change other people. No one's gonna change.
No.
And if
people don't
if
change.
you're not happy with that person, but yeah,
Yeah, maybe you're the scumbag.
I was in a situation. I don't know if this makes me a scumbag or not. But
It does.
No.
I'll tell you.
I gave ultimatum because I was with a girl that I was a secret to her family. So I was just like, hey, if this
Is
doesn't,
it because you were black?
yeah, because I was black. I'm still black. I was black then. I'm still black now, and she's Indian.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, well, if I don't meet your family, I don't know if this will ever work out.
Well, at least it's because you're black and not because you're gay.
No, I told her. Funny thing about that, I told her to when she was gonna tell her parents about me to first tell her that she was gay,
Yeah.
and then be like, oh no, I'm not gay. I'm
just dating a black guy.
No. There's another layer.
Oh.
No, I'm dating a Muslim guy because they were Hindu, and then they were like, oh. And then like, no, psych, I'm kidding, he's black, and they're like, it would just give their hate level a little bump there, but no, that didn't work.
Yeah,
out.
that relationship obviously
Yeah,
did
it ended.
not
Yeah, it broke. We are
work out.
Splitsville, but
All right.
for the good, for the best. But
Yeah, of course. All right, well, that's the show for today. If you're enjoying Scumbags of History, prove you're not a scumbag and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you're listening, and subscribe now for future episodes. I'm Brittany Schmitt.
And I'm Mateen Stewart.
See you next week.
You scumbags.